In Taros, Helligrin, leader of the outlawed cult of Loken, continues his plan to rebuild Taros to its former glory under Loken. Drawn by urgent voices that he alone could hear, he and his band arrive at Crone's Crook to discover unfamiliar soldiers and strange creatures picking over the wreck of the long-lost Sea Shadow, the ship that had carried a mysterious artifact created by Loken himself before his death.
What manner of hell hags are these? I fear the worst at this wretched sight. Our monarch's bottle must not fall into the hands of strangers. We will engage and subdue these wretched vultures. Interrogation tools applied to survivors may gain some advantage. Helligrin, Priest Captain, Cult of Loken.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Let's Play the Iron Plague. I'm your host, Nerus, and this is Chapter 6, Enemy Hands. So, remember how the last time we saw the Sea Shadow, it was sailing up to the north towards Creon? Well, it came back to Taros and crashed. Because Loken apparently... those guys were just... the guys he trusted to do this were just incredibly competent. Like, wow, so competent. You stupid fucks. So anyway, we've got some new things to play with. First we got Helligrin. Say hello to Helligrin. Helligrin's great. He's basically Loken, except he can't build anything. But as you can see, he's got Loken's Fireball, Guided Fireball, Fire Wave. He's got, you know, a fair amount of health. He's got mana. He's Loken. And the other new guy we got here is the Dark Hand. I'm not a huge fan of Dark Hands. They're okay. They move relatively quickly. They talk way too often. And they have a flail, as you can see, just sort of dangling along there. They love to wave around and hit people with. But the real Dark Hand thing, you might notice they can clear stuff. And if they can clear stuff, that means they can make stuff. And this being Taros, it shouldn't be too hard to work out exactly what it is they do. Ah, hello Java Auto Updater. No, I do not want to auto update Java right now. Go away. So we've got ourselves an executioner here, and I'm gonna kill him. And cats. And once we get him down, we can see that Dark Hands have the reanimation order. This is the Dark Hands trick, and to be honest, I'm not actually a huge fan of this trick, and you'll see why in a moment. He makes liches. Now, if you're asking yourself why on earth you would ever want to raise a lich, then congratulations, you're on the same page as I am. I don't know either. That said, Dark Hands are Abyss units, which is kind of handy, I guess. I mean, you could build an Abyss and then you can use Dark Hands to raise liches. That's maybe not a huge waste of time. I mean, I'm not particularly fond of liches. I believe I have made my opinion of liches clear, so... from my perspective, Dark Hands are pretty much just a waste of resources. I would much rather have my Abyss making anything else, really. That said, let's get some ghost boats, another mason. Ghost ships are pretty good, I believe. I haven't actually played with them yet, but we've seen them used against me a couple of times. So you should all have a fairly decent idea as to what they can do.
I'll be there.
And let's finish off with some more lodestones. mage towers. That's a relief at least. And down here there's a bunch of Creon dudes, but I don't know if the Creon dudes... I mean, there's lodestone, so I'm assuming they're building stuff. But then again, maybe not. You can probably run a gargoyle up there to see. The gargoyles are so slow. They are, I believe, the slowest and least maneuverable of all the air scouts. Yeah, they got some stuff, not a huge amount. We should be good. Yep, that's it for stuff up here. Oh, I appear to have accidentally pressed enter. Where are those boats going? Hey! Oh, excellent. We have another new Torosian unit, and unlike the Dark Hand, this one is fucking kick-ass. The Rictus. Yes, let's get tons of Rictuses. Rictuses are great. Ah, I love Rictuses. I wonder what the plural of Rictus is. Ricti? Anyway, you'll see why Ricti, or Rictuses, or whatever the hell, are excellent soon. But they are excellent. Let's get another Dark Mace and see if there's anything new out of the thingy, the temple. That's it. Yes, Ghost Boat. Hey, Rictus. So here's the Rictus. Rictus, as you can see, is basically a floating monster skull on a spine with spikes everywhere. And what Rictuses do is they shoot fireballs. Quite quickly. Over a relatively long range. Gonna fire, dude. It's not super long, but it's fairly long. But the main advantage of Rictuses is that those fireballs do a lot of damage. Like, quite a lot of damage. Let's get up a temple and have a look at what that's got to offer us. Ghost boats, as you can see, do not have issues with collision because they are ghosts. Oi. Someone is attacking my dudes.
I'll be there.
I wonder if that's a sub.
I obey.
And Rictuses can cross water because they float. This is actually kind of useful at times. I don't know if we will get to see the final useful thing about Rictuses, but we'll see. There's a sub in here. Yes, there is. Kill that sub. sub. I dislike you. But there is another useful thing about Rictuses. As you can see, they also fire quite fast fireballs, as well as firing relatively quickly themselves. Overall, Rictuses are just really good units. I love them. My Rictus battery. I think that's another submersible. I'm gonna take it out. Yes, it is. Kill that submersible. Ooh. Spectral cannon to the face. His eye is under attack. Hey! This is the thing I love about Rictuses. They get multiple veterancy levels, and all the veterancy levels have like ridiculous numbers of gold spikes. Fortunately, they are kind of fragile, as you can see. Rictuses level up really easy, and they level up a lot, and it's super fun. Is that like a shipyard? Are they making these things, or do they just have a lot of them? Oh, hey, wow. Well, we got kamikaze rats. I'm only gonna build one kamikaze rat. Kamikaze rats are silly. But I will show it off because they are really actually quite funny as well. Looks like they don't have any shipyards, they just have a bunch of ships. And that's fine, I just won't engage them. Hey, kamikaze rats. Kamikaze rats can cloak. They can also do pretty much exactly what you think they're like. Take a wild guess what a unit called a kamikaze rat does. You're probably right. Now I could build a Dark Priest and upgrade to advanced lodestones and blah-de-blah-de-blah blade demons. And cloaked kamikaze rat. Let's see if we can get him in next to something important. Kamikaze rat.
What?
Now you might notice I cannot raise automatons. It's because automatons are dead already. They're metal zombies, basically. And let's get some fire demons up. Blade demons, fire demons, rictuses. This is a pretty solid Taros combo any day of the week. I love rictuses. And I think the final neat thing about rictuses is that they're one of the few units that can reliably fire while moving. That bomb sprinkler is murdering the crap out of my mans. Appears I underestimated the quantity of mans up there. Time to...
If you insist.
You may notice that compared to fire demons, rictuses cost quite a bit more. They do quite a lot more damage. They are, however, quite fragile. It is true. Rictuses unfortunately die easy. Hey, Beast Rider. Mildly terrifying. We need to deal with that guy. That guy dealt with. Like I said, rictuses do a lot of damage. hell up, Rictuses. I guess they can't quite get a bead on it. There it is. Oh god. Kill that chief engineer. Actual objective. It was eliminate any presence around the wreckage. Okay, so just kill everything. Alright. Cool, whatever. I'ma kill everything. Yeah, let's make some iron beaks. And we're done. I'll see you next time, ladies and gentlemen.